Good morning, golfers. Jess Frank coming to you from the beautiful Deer Creek Golf Club and the Jess Frank Golf Academy YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today's topic is stack and tilt safe for the senior golfer? And with a resounding yes, because all we're doing is we're prescribing movements that's within the normal range of the body's acceptable motions. We're not putting any stress on the body. This is something, and we're always looking to mitigate the stress as well. Are you doing something that's putting stress on your body? And so what I want to cover today is, and I've seen this in a few golfers that I've been teaching over the last few weeks, senior golfers over the age of, let's say, 65, and they've been told, keep your head down, keep your left arm straight, and don't turn your hips and stay down. And this is something that stack and tilt is very, very astute at seeing. If you're a stack and tilt authorized instructor, such as myself, we look at these body movements to make sure they're within the prescribed amount. And this doesn't always go for senior golfers. This goes for junior golfers. I teach a lot of junior golfers who also go above and beyond because of their flexibility, that they're doing a movement that I know, that I can see, that's going to have a negative effect on them for, if they keep hitting a lot of balls, if they keep practicing. This is something that's going to affect a junior golfer as well, and everybody in between. So stack and tilt is very safe, and very safe for your back, for your elbows, for your knees, for your hips. It's a very safe movement, okay? And so if you think about what we prescribe with stack and tilt, weight on the left leg, swing in a circle around your body. I mean, that is a normal motion, a normal range of motion for somebody to swing. We're not telling you that you have to make a 120-degree shoulder turn without changing the flex in your back knee, because we know that you can't do that. The body is not designed to not change the flex in the knees and then try to crank your back like a resistance coil, because we're not coils. We're humans that's going to be able to move and let the club swing around our body here. So these are a couple things that I've heard over the years, that people say it's too harmful to your back for stack and tilt. Well, what's harmful for your back is somebody prescribing you to keep your right knee flexed and turn against your hips here. Stay flexed over, arch your back, and none of that is what stack and tilt is talking about. We prescribe from the ground up. First of all, from the ground up, we prescribe turning your feet out. Okay, we call this foot flare. What does this do? This allows for range of motion with the knees and the hips, and it also allows your body to turn farther. Okay, if you look at all the greatest players in the world, all of them have a degree of foot flare. None of them keep their feet turned in with their knees turned in. So that's the next thing. So you go from foot flare, from the feet turned out, to the knees turned out. Okay, because when we know this is that knees are flexion extension joints like this here. The knees are not meant to turn in a circle, and so to mitigate that factor here, we turn the knees out, turn the feet out, and then from here we're going to be able to straighten our flex our left knee and straighten our right knee, and be able to turn our hips back on a tilted angle. Okay. So there's no stress on my back right here. In fact, when I changed over to swinging in the stack and tilt system, my back went from hurting me a lot to I could hit 100 golf balls and not have any pain whatsoever in my back, which is huge. So this is why this is so important. And in fact, we're lucky enough to have a 50-year orthopedic surgeon within our stack and tilt group, Dr. Robert Bush, who's put together the stack and tilt anatomy class for golf instructors such as myself to become more familiar with all the terminology and the biomechanics and everything, that why he feels that stack and tilt is a safe way to swing a golf club, okay? And so from there, from our feet turned out to our knees turned out, allowing our hips to turn, our knees to change flex in our backswing. This is something that when I tell this to people, they're like, oh my God, I've been taking lessons for 20 years. Nobody's ever told me to change the flex in my knees. Well, that's super important, because all the time you've been told to keep this right knee flexed, you've been cranking on your back. So the right knee changes flex. That allows my arms to swing around my body. I'm not asking you to turn, like to extend way out of your posture. So you're staying in a good tilted angle right here. The ball's on the ground. My arms are in a good position here. They're not flexing, so they're here. My left arm is straightish. My right arm is pushing out. Then from here, I'm able to turn and bring my club back down. And so this is all in the range of normal motion. There's no extra stress being put on the body. And so when you understand that, and since Stack and Tilt is a system for playing and teaching golf built around a three-dimensional description of the swing, you're able to use these fundamentals of what the best players in the world do, and be able to play safe golf. Not to say golf is a sport. There's always going to be injuries, no matter what you do or how you swing, and there might be pre-existing conditions that lead to an injury. So you never know anything about that. But as far as swinging a golf club, a heavy golf club around your body, again, Stack and Tilt is extremely safe for you to play golf with. And it's understanding how much motion, how much wrist motion, okay? How much wrist flexion, wrist hinge up and down, how much supination, how much pronation of your arms. So you can see that right there. How much abduction and adduction of the shoulder, how much your club swings around your body in a circle. That's all natural motion there. There's nothing being put extra stress on your body. The things that become extra stress on your body for when you're swinging is, let's say you're trying to help the ball up in the air and you're trying to lean back and your elbows are flexing and your wrists are bending. That's extra stress on your body. So Stack and Tilt will say, well, let's keep your arms straight. Let's go through the shot and keep your arms straight. So that's going to be, a fundamental, like everybody can keep their arms straight. So here's the flexion, flex, extend, tilt, and turn. So if I'm flexing up and down, this is a normal range of motion here. So you can see this. I can tilt left, I can tilt right. Okay, that's very important. I can turn my body. There's no pain here. Okay, I can keep my arms straight. Okay, when I swing the golf club, no pain there. Okay, so this is something that I've found that can help you immensely. I've really stopped having back pain. When I first went to Stack and Tilt, I was out of the normal range of motion. I would take my backswing and turn in flexion down to the ground, and that would put stress on my back and a little bit on my hips and a little bit on my knees. And so when I learned to understand the word tilt and why tilt is so important, all of a sudden the stress and the pain went out of my back. It actually made my back feel better. So I think this is super important for you to know that doing these motions can help you. And I've heard it from a lot of you who are talking about this through comments through my YouTube channel, is that you find that that I haven't heard of any injuries out there that have been posted on my site. So that's fantastic, and that's why this is so important. So when you talk about the 10 words of weight forward, okay, shoulder down, arms straight, hands in, okay, then from here you're going to bring the club back down and tuck your hips, okay. All those 10 words are extremely helpful for you to play golf and very safe for you to play golf. So that's why I love teaching. I love helping you guys play golf. I love bringing you a system of golf that can help you play with less thinking, just understanding the three fundamentals of, of good contact, power, and controlling the curve, understanding what you can do to play better golf. And so I find this system extremely safe, and if you do it correctly and within the normal range of motion, you're going to have a lot of success. So hopefully you're playing great golf. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share this out with your friends. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and we'll see you soon. Thanks again.